It is not normal to always feel like you are not enough or that you don't have what it takes to create the life that you want. So that you're always on this merry-go-round of I need to change. Something inside of me or outside of me needs to change. Otherwise, I can't have the life that I want. See, that's a completely different energy than the energy of how nature works, right? A natural way of growing, evolving, getting stronger, learning. That's completely different than feeling like something outside of me needs to change. That is BS. You see, I want to speak to 4 habits that keep you on this personal development merry-go-round where you always feel like you're looking for that next thing. Okay, finally, now I can create the life that I want. And the first one that I want to speak to, I don't even have this written down here. It's something that simply just came up right now. The first habit is thinking that your intuition is not enough. Actually, that's not how I want to phrase it. A couple steps back. The first habit is not acting on what you already think you need to act on. The first habit that keeps you on this merry-go-round is procrastination. It's inconsistent living. And nothing outside of you is going to change that. The only thing that's going to change that is you make the decision of fully expressing or acting in alignment with what you know you need to do. Many of you on the personal development journey, you just like test things out. Oh, that doesn't work. Why didn't it work? Well, I did it once over a span of 30 days. How come that diet didn't work? Oh, well, because I did it 3 times this week. How come that meditation practice didn't allow you to experience bliss and spiritual enlightenment? Well, because I only did it when I felt like doing it. And nothing outside of you is going to shift that until you take a moment and you get radically honest with what you want and you give that to yourself no matter what. I don't even have that thing written down, so let's get into the other 4 things that keep you on this merry-go-round. First one, the inability to focus your mind. Can you focus your mind on one thing? This is the greatest skill that you can possibly cultivate if you want to get off this merry-go-round of feeling like you're not enough. The only reason you feel like you're not enough is because the thought of I'm not enough comes up, and that's just a natural thought because we live in this world that's constantly telling us that. It's not even your thought, it just comes up. But when it comes up, can you ignore it? Most of you cannot, and you grab a hold of it, and now you're just like, whoa, life sucks now. It's crazy now. It's inconsistent now. But what if you can just focus your mind? There's so many different practices that you can begin doing to harness the skill of focusing your mind so you can get off of that merry-go-round. You can do a candlelit meditation where you just stare at a candle flame. You just focus. You focus on focusing. Focus on focusing. Just pick an object. Stare at it. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Just focus on it. It's going to blow your mind and it's going to radically enhance your ability to disregard thoughts. Habit number 2 is this habit of thinking that the answers are outside of you. In other words, not trusting your own intuitive guidance. If you were able to quiet the mind by being more focused, you will soon realize that you always know what that next step is to move the needle in the right direction, to evolve and to grow as nature. You will always know what that next step is. You probably have no idea, nor should you nor should you know like what life is going to look like in 10 steps. Many of y'all ain't doing what you know you need to do because you don't know what it's going to look like in 10 steps. Who cares? You'll figure it out if you do one step at a time. And after doing that for 9 steps, you'll be like, all right, well, that's clearly the next thing for me to do. But so many of you aren't doing it because you feel like somebody outside of you has the answer. They've done it. They must know what I need to do. There's so much value in being guided and mentored and coached. Absolutely. But if that person's not connected to their own intuition, then it's just going to really F you up. And if they're not able to tap into your intuition, then again, they're going to F you up. And there's so many people who are able to do that. There's so many people who are unable to do that. You have to just tune in, quiet the mind. What is that next step? And fucking take it. And do that every single day. If you can take multiple steps in a day, awesome, great. It doesn't even matter. Just take a step today. Third habit is being an emotional slave to your environment. I can only feel happy when everything's going great. And when things aren't going great, well then, man, I must not be good enough. I must not have what it takes. If you're able to detach yourself from your environment and just choose the way that you want to feel and focus your attention on that, you get off this merry-go-round of I'm not enough, I don't have what it takes. And instead, you focus on your inner world because you know deep down, every single one of you watching this, you know deep down in your heart of hearts that your external reality is just a reflection of your internal state. And so why would you ever react to that and allow it to, or to the outside world and allow that to shift your internal state? It's just like, it's completely backwards. The outside world is reacting to you. So stop reacting to the outside world. And this takes practice. It's not like, boom, now you can do it forever. It takes intentional practice. Being mindful of how you're feeling, of why you're feeling that, and being able to detach from it. And instead, okay, well, that's not helping me. That's not serving me. That's not serving others. What do I want to focus on? What do I want to create? And because you've been practicing the skill of focusing, you can focus on that, harness that energy, align with that energy. And as all these doubts that come from the collective come up, you can disregard them. Fourth habit that keeps you on this merry-go-round is being disconnected from the source of all that is. Feeling like if you truly believe you're your mind and your body, you are going to be thrown around a lot. If you feel like you are your thoughts, you're going to be really, really in for a crazy, crazy, challenging life. But if you are able to connect with that which is beyond the mind of the body, you immediately get off this merry-go-round. That one's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more vague. And it naturally comes up if you follow the 3 previous suggestions and you break through the 3 previous habits. You will eventually connect to the source of all that is. And so you can harness that to attract, to manifest, to create whatever you want. And you'll have a lot of fun doing it. So that's it for today's short message. If this resonated with you, please share it with the world. Subscribe, like, follow. If there's anything else that I can do, don't hesitate to comment and reach out to me. I'm here to serve you, to guide you, and to love you unconditionally. So thanks for showing up. Thank you for tuning in. Go live your greatest life ever. You deserve it.